Are we live?
We should be. We should be. Yep, we're live.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
We
So,
sh-
welcome
yep,
to
we're
the
live.
stream, everybody. The other. You might want to turn that down.
Yeah,
So I can. There's speed. Yeah. Anyway, so sorry about the chalked stream from a few minutes ago. But anyways, to start the stream, here is the NWS radio. So all NWS offices have a radio and the transmitter. But these like red things are the specific ones that are offline or down. So and this is really bad because you can see our two severe weather risks are where did my pen go? Are right here. Like their two main severe weather risks are right in here, and of course we just happen to have outages in the radio. So what that basically means is if you are under any kind of severe weather warning, you are going to need another way to receive alerts. So that can be like you're mainly on your phone or your local TV meteorologist, or Max Velocity or Ryan Hall, y'all.
Or us,
So
if you trust a bunch of teenagers with your life, which I wouldn't
if
personally.
you just yeah if you just yeah. Anyways, so Texas is just gone.
I think
Dude,
it's like
nobody's getting anything. Anyways.
it's something with AWIPs. I think. Like they had back in like late May, they had a big AWIPs update for uh Alabama. I think they're doing another system-wide update. They can't really move. I might just be making stuff up too. That's also a
Ah,
possibility. Rotation is
your
increasing.
schizophrenia is acting up again.
Rotation's increasing on that storm near Aitken.
Yes.
It's probably really
Let me.
right now. That's RFD, or I guess it'd be FFD actually.
So there's two tornadoes. Well, one's radar indicated, and one is, I believe, still. Oh, that's radar indicated.
They're
So we have
all
two radar indicated tornadoes. Well, tornado warnings, which that basically means that technically there is not a tornado on the ground, but there more likely will be. That's why there's a warning. That's like a pre-warning, uh, essentially. So even if there technically is not one on the ground, you still need to be in your shelter anywhere in these red areas. So we recently had possible probable strong tornado back over here where I'm drawing, and it looks like that has since lifted, if I am correct.
uh it
Uh,
probably occluded. About 99% sure.
yeah,
Um
but
back
we do.
the southern tornado warning will likely expire. I do want to mention that. Like the cell that prompted the
This
warning is
one.
completely no, like all the way south, like Minneapolis south. That St. Cloud area warning will probably be allowed to expire. There was a funnel cloud reported at 6 Eastern, but did they just issue a new warning?
You're just bad at this.
I
I'm
am.
kidding.
It,
I'm
they
kidding.
literally just
Um,
the new warning. You can't make that up. There's not much rotation.
yeah, there it is. Well, I think it was an updated to the warning.
Whatever.
Anyways, so it's still, from what I can see, radar indicated. Though
Yeah.
the rotation kind of looks like buns. I mean, if there is rotation, I wouldn't.
I,
Well,
I I don't exactly know.
I mean, still, if you're in the areas, please seek shelter.
Honestly, the cell by Stockholm looks way better. Like, just that southern severe warning looks way better on radar. That's warned for 1.25
And
inch
also, you have
hail.
that boundary right here.
It's warned for 1.25 inch hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds, and there is a tornado possible tag. This would be really bad if this goes directly through downtown Minneapolis. That'd be a lot of hail damage. It'd be a lot of broken
Oh yeah,
windows.
because let me look at the vertically integrated liquid. Oh wow,
Whoa.
yeah, that's that's
Jeez.
quite the storm heading into what is this? This is the Twin Cities, right? Or is Dallas Fort Worth the Twin Cities? Or this
Minneapolis,
is the
St.
Twin
Paul is the
Cities.
Twin Cities. Dallas
Yeah.
Fort Worth is I forget what their nickname is, but it's not
So
something
this
downstream.
isn't it like DFW?
Yeah, they have another nickname though.
Anyway, so and it was going into the Twin Cities, or at least going into the let me think of the Western Metro of Minneapolis, and to be specific, there was a quite considerable storm, and I'm hearing all the beeps right now, and weather-wise, and including Discord. That okay, I need it. 1 second, I need to shut this up.
This is big hail imminent in Stockholm, Cockatoo, up to Winsted and Waverly in Minnesota. Not tornado warned
Yeah,
yet, but
if you need to see this graphically, here's your
there's
counties in this.
yeah. There's
Tornado
just
possible.
tiniest
So
little. Oh wait, new MCD for southern Minnesota.
I don't want to view it on weatherwise because it just crashed it. Let me actually go to the storm prediction center.
2 to 3.5 inch hail, 100 to 130 tornado, 55 to 70 wind. That's big hail. That's for the still unwarned storms down there, New Ulm, up to Springfield, Westbrook, all the way down to Fulda.
Is it this MCD?
Yeah.
So there's your mesoskill discussion. So to break it down, here's your front, and here's all these other lines. They colored those are your that's your it's your ML cape, which is probably one of the best ways to view instability. The more red you go, the more tropical, I guess, you go, the more tropical colors you go, the more hot colors you go, the more instability. So we have 3,000 joules per kilogram of ML cape, and these wind barbs, which are measured in knots, are so that's like what, almost 50. That's like 40 knots right there of bulk shear.
Yeah, 40 knots effective shear.
And
Oriented perpendicular.
yeah, if you don't know how to read this, for anybody, if you don't know how to read wind barbs, so like you can't really see it on here, but so usually here's like a wind barb. The longest line, that's 10 knots. The short one, that's 5 knots. And then sometimes you'll see these flags, that's 50 knots. And this end right here, that's like, imagine like an arrow right there. This is where it's pointing at. That's where the wind is going. So hopefully that sums it up for you. Anyways, so, and you can't see the local, I can't read that word, spatial extension.
Stockholm storm just went tornado warned. I got
And there's your tornado warning. So not only so the Western Twin Cities metro, this is a pretty bad situation. Not only do you have a tornado about a touchdown, more than likely, because the tornado warning. Technically, it's not down. It's not down technically, but that does not mean you do not need to seek shelter. But also, you're going to have 1.25-inch hail and I believe 60 mile per hour damaging wind gusts from the storm. In these counties, these they don't list the counties. Oh, no, they do. I'm just blind. But for five at 5:23 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This is valid until 6 p.m. Central Daylight Time, 7 p.m. Eastern.
I need like 40 seconds to grab a charger. I'll be right back.
You can go away for like a half an hour, guys. Don't worry. Anyways, so but this is not looking good for the Twin Cities. You have two discrete, might I add, supercells, and you have another one forming down here that's going to be going in these general directions. Well, actually, no, that's wrong. I'm just drawing this completely wrong. This one's going this direction. This one's going this direction. So at the moment, it looks like these areas. So this literally can't impact downtown, but it looks like it's more like the probable path of these systems is this. So here's your potential path, this area, and here's your probable path of where these will go. So definitely want to pay attention, especially if you're in the warnings. Like if you're in the warnings, you need to seek shelter immediately. Look at the hail core on the Annandale skip. So what is that? That is well, that's whoa. I'm taking a screenshot of that.
That's a 73 dBz.
Whoa. That's a yeah, I'm taking a screenshot of it.
Wow.
Actually, if I unsmooth the radar, it could be more. No.
Wow.
I wonder, should I keep radar smoothing or turn it off?
I turn it off, personally. Just because it gives you a more raw look at things.
Okay, so
Oh, wait.
Stockholm cell, which at least in
We got a tornado observed on the northern warnings. There was a tornado reported at 6:30 by Chaser. At 5:36 p.m. Central, 6:36 Eastern, a confirmed tornado was located near Mill Lacs Lake, moving east at 45 miles an hour. A half-dollar-sized hail is also falling. Weather spotters confirmed tornado south of US 169, mile marker 244 at 5:30. So this is on the ground.
Okay, so if you heard that, which you did, so there's a tornado on the ground right here, and it is going towards Glen. It is going to go just north or at the Solana State Forest. If I go a bit more in depth, we could probably see a bit more. So here we go. Oh, wait, yo, is that a donut hole? A small one right here?
I don't know. I saw that too. I was like, is that a B word? I don't know if it is though. That is roughly where the rotation is, I will say.
That's interesting. So it's over Weatherford. Well, just north or over Weatherford. And if you follow the arrow, it's going to go towards 47, Glen, Glory. And there is probably some kind of structures over here, but I just can't see it. I wonder if I can lower the opacity of the warnings for a
Ethan's gonna
second,
join in a second here.
just so I can see them. That's cool. Tornado warnings. Fill opacity to 25%.
Let me make sure I'm not gonna accidentally dox.
Let's see. How do you accidentally dox somebody?
I'm just making sure that I'm not.
Anyway, so this looks like this is just land.
I think this is a national forest. So, like, if there's campers here, that's really bad.
Yeah, this is the. So if you're camping out here, that literally you probably only have your phone, I'd imagine, or like a because if the radio's out, then you're pretty if you don't have your phone, then you're probably cooked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let me okay. So that's that. So once again, an observed tornado that's going through forest right now. So if you know anybody who's camping out there, then please let them know. Share the stream. Even what is it? We aren't meteorologists. We just are weather enthusiasts that are, and I will say that we are pretty smart. I'm going to say that. But the best thing to do is to let them know that they're in a tornado warning. If they want like a visual, local meteorologists on like YouTube or this or any other YouTuber that's a professional like a meteorologist, that would be best. Anyway, we have a new tornado warning that's radar indicated. So this has since lifted, but that does not that it can't drop again. And we do have hails of 1.75 inches. And for these areas right here until 6:30 p.m. CDT, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And we do have Ethan joining. Let's go. We have the team, the OG team.
Yeah.
Because if you don't know that we haven't been live for months, but we do have new members who joined the Great Lakes tracking. We also have two tornado warnings, one going towards Hibbing and one going towards Blackberry and Grand Rapids. Not Grand Rapids, Michigan. Grand Rapids in Minnesota. But that's not in a tornado warning. But you're in a tornado watch.
Hibbing is the inspiration for the town in Twisted, for those of you who know what that is.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know what I play Twisted a lot.
I haven't played.
Oh wow, look at whoa. What's these are? So this rotation just north of Hill City, that's pretty interesting to me. It's possible that we might have two areas. I think it might be the main area of rotation, but that is interesting. But we do have this rotation near over Swan Lake, and that is pretty. It's broad, but also it's broad and good at the same time. It's definitely something to watch. Going over to Nashwauk and Keewatin, then eventually, if it holds, then to Hibbing.
FYI, Ethan will no longer be joining because I can only host 2 people on this software without Pro. But I will be eating dinner soon. Ethan will join when I leave, which will probably be in like 30 minutes. Is that a second area of rotation north of Keewatin on that Hibbing area warning?
If the radar would update, that'd be amazing. We're about to find out. Here we go. Let me
It's like out just outside of the
let me just do the griddle. Oh, just outside of the polygon.
Yeah.
I mean, it could.
It's hard to tell if it's
let me match it up. I don't know because it depends if this is a completely different cell.
Whoa, look at that. That's so right
this
next
cell near Cherry is getting very interesting.
I just saw that. That's wrapping up nicely. It does have a mini mezzo. If there's just the tiniest bit of rotation.
Let's go up in tilts. I mean, it goes up in tilts a little bit, so if this continues to wrap up, then we might get a tornado warning for Mannequin, Hoyt Lakes, Aurora, McKinney, Gilbert, Cherry, Iron Junction, Fairbanks. Well, you're not a warning now, but you are in a tornado watch, so that's still something.
One thing I will say that wasn't really in the cards today was prefrontals. So this could, if this gets a nudger from that Hibbing cell, we could see something here.
Yeah. I think it's pot. Yeah, the storm relative felicity, from what I remember, isn't that great as modeled. I remember like a few hours ago, at least a couple hours ago, the H tripler at that time, like 125 storm relative felicity when it was 90. So I don't know if I know storm relative felicity will increase tonight though. So here's your update on the Twin City cells. Well, going into the Twin City area. These still look pretty good. They have lost some DBZ. There's still hail in them, but yeah, this one's less than 1 inch in diameter hail, and this one is probably 1.25 inches. So still some hail. And still a tornado could be possible. Once again, you're in a tornado warning. It's radar indicated, so nothing has been, at least yet, has been observed. But still, take shelter as always. And if you are in the what am I doing? If you are in the Twin Cities, like the actual like this part of the Twin Cities, like downtown, still should be watching this because one, you are in a watch, and two, you have pretty good discrete supercells going towards you. I will say by this time they may merge. They may merge, which would actually increase your overall wind and hail threat.
NWS Twin Cities did a sounding, but I think it got struck by lightning at like 400 millibars, and there's no photograph. I don't know if that's just corrupted on my end, though. They did a special sounding
Can you
at
send it in the group chat?
yeah.
Sounding gets struck by lightning. PDS.
It happens quite a bit. The
I mean, yeah. I mean,
NWS Norman did a sounding for El Reno 2013 that got struck by lightning. It's a picture from my computer, so it's incredibly grainy, but I just sent it. Let me go to meso analysis.
maybe it just like died. Like, what if it just said no?
I hate when my soundings just say no. It's got to be one of the worst.
You know, I hate it. Maybe it just lost federal funding at like that second.
Yeah.
It happens, you know. Almost all. I'm kidding. That doesn't happen.
I
But
am interested to see what'll happen
let's see.
when these storms go from central Minnesota, where it's mid 70s, towards Duluth, where Lake Superior is making its 64 over 57 profile.
So here's the sounding he was talking about, and so it didn't survive for haunted millibars because either got struck by lightning, it self quit, or I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe the rain was too much. Well, there's not even rain there. Wait, yeah, there's not. Isn't was there any precipitation there? Anyways, so from
Right,
what we got, yeah,
I'm going to dinner. I think if I
okay,
leave, end the stream because I was hosting, so you just invite Ethan on Streamlabs.
sounds good.
All right, see you.
Yeah. And we are still live. Huh, that's interesting. So we're gonna share. We're going to how do I do this? How do I do this? How to share? How to share? Share. 1 second, folks. I'm what the how? Okay, I gotta um. There we okay. Hold on, y'all. We doing this. I just got to email one of the team members. Gonna email one of the team members. Oh. Okay, that should work. Okay, anyways, so we are here. So let's see the updates on this. Radar indicated, maybe. So these are still radar indicated. We're still watching them for anything to happen in the Twin Cities area. We're watching this cell over here, which I believe is still radar indicated. It might not be. Let's see. It's still radar indicated. Still need to seek shelter in this forested area. Like it's going for the heart of this state forest here at the Solona and into the Automaba, Denham, Willow River, Surgeon Lake, Kettle River, and Automaba. Automaba. Uh, please take shelter. Uh, Lowest floor of a sturdy building. If you don't have a basement, is always preferred. You will like 99% of the time. 90 actually, you know, if you have like a basement, right, and it's like a basement, like you have to go down a few stairs to really go down, and near 100% of the time you will survive. I've seen cases where there's an EF5 and people survived in their basement. So you will survive if you're in your basement. Oh crap! That cell got a tornado warning. The prefrontal cell got a tornado warning.